Read Barchetta from Rush. So many things going on in this song. I'd like to take a look at a few of them today, focusing in on the guitar and bass work. So the first thing we have is an intro played with harmonics by Alex Lifeson on the guitar. And it sounds like this. Let's take a look at those notes. We've got a G, E, A, A. So essentially you're getting the shell of an A7 chord. We're in the key of D in this song, even though we're primarily hanging around A as the first note. So you'll get this kind of thing. So when you have those notes on the guitar versus the bass notes, the whole thing feels like it wants to go somewhere. There's tension right there. You don't have a major chord being voiced out. You have these things that want to move to somewhere else. And then we get somewhat of a release once we get to the verse, where now Alex is kind of spelling out an A major chord, but he'll throw in that D note, the sus4. All right, so that combined with the bass notes then to like a D sus2. Those are all classic Alex Lifeson type chord voicings, those sus4s, sus2s, the sevenths without the third in the voicing. Great stuff. Okay, the next section I'd like to take a look at is the section that comes right after the verse. So Alex starts with this little phrase. Okay, so you put the stuff on the top, you get that's very unique. So that's spelling out like an F Lydian sound. You got C, B, F, E. Very unique with C and F on top. It's got to be played just right, timing-wise. Otherwise, this can really stick in your ear as being dissonant. Cool. If that wasn't enough, let's take a look at what Geddy Lee plays on the bass. So he'll start by following Alex's C and B notes. Then he goes to an A note. Now, against Alex's F note on the guitar, you've got the interval of a sixth there, A to F, and it's in a low register. If I play that on the piano like that, that's really thick. And I think the thing that is key to making that work on the record is the tones being combined there, mixed between the guitar and bass. If the tones weren't just so, that would have probably been too thick to really make any sense musically, okay? So, following that, Geddy then goes to a G note, so against Alex's E. So we have that interval of a sixth again. So we're getting this between the guitar and the bass. You know, that's a classic Rush trait, to have the bass completely independent of what the guitar is playing note-wise, but yet at the same time complementing it in a really interesting way. You know, not many bands would do that. Let's move on to the next section I'd like to talk about, which is one of the bridges. Okay. We're having a sustained D pedal note. And we're going to have a G chord in first inversion, D, G, B. To an A chord in first inversion, E, A, C sharp. To an A sus4 over D, E, A, D. So we have that's good stuff right there. And then following that, there's like a what I think of as the secondary bridge, which is right before the guitar solo. And we've got more interesting harmony going on here as well. On the guitar, Alex Lifeson plays this. Okay, let's take a look at what that is. Starting on the lowest note of the voicing, we've got an F note, first fret on the E string of the guitar, right? Then a power chord, C, okay? So perfect fifth. Then he's got the octave F. Then he just lays his third finger across the third fret. So then he's going to have a B flat, and then he's going to have a D. So altogether the notes are F, C, F, B flat, D. So literally what you're getting there is a B flat chord in second inversion over an F power chord. That's a really interesting sound because of the C note. If he had just played something like this without the C in there, it wouldn't have been as interesting. They were always looking for thicker textures to their chords. They were never ones to play it safe with something that was ordinary, right? So, and then just resolving straight to an F bar chord, right? So same thing. Now he'll just move up a minor third, starting on A flat. Up another minor third to B. And yet one more minor third up to D. So the sense I get from listening to Rush for so many years is when Geddy and Alex would get together and write music, I think one of them would come in with an idea, show it to the other, and the other would immediately, instead of just looking for what to play that was going to match, they would find, okay, well, yeah, we could do this, and this would be the simple way to do it. This would be the obvious way to do it. Now let's find something that's not. Let's find something much more unusual, much more interesting musically, and certainly what other bands wouldn't be brave enough to take a chance to play. Okay, to me, that's one of the secrets of the Rush sound and how they just went about presenting themselves musically. Hope you enjoyed the breakdown. If you did, please consider subscribing to my channel for more videos like this to come, and thank you for watching.